Hey, good morning. It's still pretty early. It's been a while. I felt like doing a live. It's New Year's Eve. And we're winding down this year. Thank goodness. Not that it's been a terrible year, but just lots of stuff. And I wanted to pull a card for all of us. I know a lot of us, everybody's on a journey, lessons. This is the year of the snake, shedding of skins multiple times, probably, I know for myself. And heading into the new year with intentions, not necessarily resolutions, but intentions. And actually it can happen, you can set intentions any time of the year. But I just felt called to do a live. There's a few things I wanted to chat about. Was listening to your nudges, the nudges you get, listening to your body if something's not feeling right, if you're in a certain situation, and then honoring that once you figure out, like, what's this about? An example is, for me, during the summer, I took the lead massage position at work, which I thought I would love it. I was all in, and I started to notice my body sweating more and being more tense and just not feeling good in that role. You know, plus doing massage and selling product. And so I was like, what's going on? Like, before work, I'd start getting tense and headaches again. So, and not that the position's not hard, so it wasn't that. So I sat down and was like, okay, this is just not what I thought it was going to be for me, and I don't want to do that to my team, you know, have that energy, like, I'm trying, but I really don't want to be here. That energy can be felt, not be there, but do this position. People can still feel that even though you try to pretend. It's that energy. And it took me a few days. I sat down and I wrote out how I would want to say that I no longer was interested. And it came pretty easily because I am honoring my truth for what works for me. So I sent a message to both my manager and the director, and very supportive and totally understood. And I sent a message out to the team, letting them know, even though I stepped back from this position, I am still 100% team player, and I want to focus my energy on what I'm really good at, and that is pampering people, doing healing massage. And come to find out, I'm doing pretty good on sales, selling product, which is, I believe in it, and I believe in the product, so it's been it's evolving easily, I should say. And once I did that and communicated that in a really soft way, a real, of course, professional, I didn't have an edge, I didn't have this ego attached to it. It made my body relax. I was able to take a deep breath in. And some people might not be able to come to a decision as easily as others, and that's okay. But really stop and listen to what's going on with your body, what's going on with your energy, and try to change it little baby steps at a time. Sometimes for me, I just lunge and I'm like, I'm going to change this right now. And sometimes I don't. I step back and I wait a little bit. But I have learned over the years, these last probably 10 years, because I have been put in some stressful situations, starting to listen to the nudges from above, the whispers that you hear, like, this isn't good for you. This isn't good for you, your health. So I started listening to that several years ago and honoring it. You can listen and ignore, and it's going to make it worse. And I feel like I can give a lot more to not only honor myself, but my team and, of course, our clients that come to see us and come to see me. And so that was a really aha moment, and I feel great that I honored myself that way. And so if you can just honor yourself in whatever way comes up for you, even if it's a little baby step, that's awesome. And not comparing to anybody else, not comparing to anybody else's life. We're all on our journey on this planet together, but we're at different levels, different speeds. And another lesson I've really learned over the end of summer is it really hit me when I made a comment to a really close friend, and it came out a little harsh, and I didn't mean for it to be that way. And I said, just change it. Just change it. You know, I was a little sharp. And I didn't feel good when I said that. And so, of course, later I sent a message and I apologized. And that really came from my heart, because I just want to see all my close peeps happy. But that was a lesson for me, to not give unsolicited advice and put that pressure on that person. Because even though in my mind it's like, all right already, change something, for that person it might not be that easy, or anybody else. So I'm really trying to make a conscious effort to not do that to people in general, and of course those people closest to me. Just lessons and applying that awareness. So if you're in a situation where it's just not working for you, and you're able overall to just change it in a quick manner, absolutely honor yourself in doing that. Because that weighs heavy on the body, that weighs heavy on the person. Oh, Bodhi, he's over there watching me. It weighs heavy. And we already, through our lives, we have the heaviness of the cloaks from other people's opinions and experiences and words people have said to us, and on and on and on. So when we put the own wet, heavy cloak on ourselves, that's just doing us an injustice, a disservice. So let's just shed those off, and bringing our shoulders back and taking a deep breath and honoring ourselves. That's just been one of my biggest lessons this year and a half. I've listened to the nudges for 4.5 years, 5 years, maybe even 6. Those whispers that said, this does not work for you, or this, take a look at this. Lately I've been getting real quick images, just random, of the Sedona red rocks. The red rocks in Sedona, cactuses, and I'm feeling that energy. Now, does that mean I'm going to move? I don't know. Maybe it's just saying you need to go back for a retreat, get to Sedona, absorb that energy, be there. I don't know, but I'm listening to those nudges. I'm listening, and I'll journal about it, make a little note. It's interesting to me. It's like, oh, why are those coming up? Because I'm not thinking about it at all. It'll be when I'm in a massage, all of a sudden I'll see Sedona Red Rock, a picture, real quick. Or the big beautiful cactuses with the flowers. There's a medicine wheel there and a stupa. I think that's what, with the big Buddhas. And oh, it's amazing. So, listening to the nudges, listening to the whispers, and honoring those, honoring yourself. I thought I would pull a card from the Healing Oracle, little mandala. I think these are so cute. A lot of us, well, everybody's going through a healing. Excuse me. Everybody is. No matter if a person says, oh, yeah, no, I detached from that person, this person, that person. I'm done with that. I'm done with this. Those are huge lessons for you to work on and heal. It's easy to block people out. It's easy to say, fuck that, fuck them. Really take a look at the situation. I mean, if you want to. I guess if you don't have to, then don't. But for myself, to be a better person and not have that disassociated energy, I prefer to take a quick look and see what lesson I can learn from all situations. And the biggest one, like I said, is my at my job, just stepping back from that lead position. And I am totally fine with that. It feels really good. All right. A little blessing. What message do you have for all of us as a collective today? God, universe, life force, light source. That's what I usually say. All right, let's see. These are just little whispers for me, just little guidance, little reminders, these cards. I'm not religious or anything in any sort of way, but I do believe in a higher power. And if this doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. It's just, one of these cards is going to give us a different perspective for the day or the week. I know it does for me. Puts a little pin of the message in my brain. So when I'm going through my day, and maybe I'm having a tough day, this message, or whatever message I pull for the day, is tucked right back in there. And I can look back to that. Yesterday I was very melancholy. Oh my God. I was so melancholy. It was just weird. My joints, I couldn't move. I could barely walk. It was the weirdest thing. But I made myself get up and get outside and move, even though it was frickin' cold out. And I'm better, but boy, I don't know, man. Now I understand snowbirds. You know, when I was in my 30s and stuff, it's like, okay, whatever. I get it now. All right, the card that came out is Inspired Action. I love the artwork on these little mandalas. It's so fun and full of color. Okay, let's see what it says in the book. Right get to it. It says living our busy lives gives access to amazing ideas and new creations that swirl in the collective consciousness. But a busy life can also knock you out of alignment, where you will doubt your ability or worthiness to manifest new ideas or creations. Breathe into your center. Tune in to your new creative ideas and inspired actions will follow. Let me read that again, sorry. Breathe into your center. Tune in to your new creative ideas, comma, and inspired action will follow. That makes better sense. Okay, was I just talking about whispers? Okay, I didn't. This is just amazing. I love how this happens. Tune into the whispers of your soul. So place the inspired action card in front of you and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, focus on the center of the mandala. This is your sacred space of active listening. Remember, I was talking about listening to the whispers, the nudges. Breathe and relax. When you are busy justifying and explaining, you are not in tune with your truth, and you will feel overwhelmed. So true. Imagine you have the great elephant ears that can hear everything, but only tune in to what will inspire and advance your desires. You can do this by being fully present and centered in your center of active listening. There is nothing you have to say or do, just listen. Open your heart and mind to hear your inner voice, nature, and other dimensions. Breathing in, and as you exhale, focus on the outside of the mandala. Feel information flowing to you. Let it in to inspire and create the path of least resistance to your desires. Close your eyes and stay in the space for at least 3 minutes. And when you feel ready, breathe inspired action into your body. Open your eyes and shine. I love that. Love it. It goes with exactly what I was chatting about. Listening to the whispers and nudges that we get. And the journal prompt, which I love these because that helps connect the mind and body, get that flow going out on paper, and it's a good reminder to look back on too. Write or draw 3 things in your life that seem to come without much effort. This is to show you it was not luck. Instead, you acted upon the inspired action you received. You knew it was the right thing for you to do, which means you held no resistance toward having this thing and opened the door for it to turn up into your life. That was that. That's a great journal prompt. I love that. Well, what a great card. Inspired action. Listening to the whispers and nudges. Feeling inspired and putting that into action. That's so great. That's a good one for today, from what I started the little live off with. have another deck I wanted to pull from. So we just pulled from the Healing Mandala Oracle deck. I wanted to pull from the Peace deck. Peace for ourselves, peace for those around us, our cities, branching out peace where it eventually covers the world. I don't think we're ever going to have it where everything is just spot on. And what I don't mean peace like, oh, everything's peachy. I mean peace where we have empathy for each other and more connection, love, and understanding for one another. Shit's gotten out of control. It amazes me how many fucking people are so rude. Sorry, pardon my French, but it just stirs a fire under my ass. I'm not perfect. I have my days, but I have my days. However, I really try so hard not to fall into that so easily, being rude to people just because, or I was provoked last week a little bit with this rude parent and their kid who was like 9. Downstairs neighbor was out of town. Anyway, the kid was screaming at Bodie when we were coming down the stairs and barking at him like he's a dog and being aggressive. Freaked Bodie out. He started barking. And then the parents just standing there trying to get in to the apartment. And I go, hey. I wasn't very nice. I didn't cuss, but I told that parent to get this animal out of the way. And, yeah, move your kid. Your kid's acting like not right. It was really ridiculous and rude, but I also fell right into the little trap of rudeness back. I was very protective of Bodie. My sweet boy. He loves kids, but this kid flipped him out, which I didn't like that. So I had to really sit with that, and I have to be more conscious of my reaction. Okay. So let's pull from the Peace Oracle deck. And let's say, God, Universe, Life, Force, Light, Source, what message do you have for us today as a collective? Again, if this doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. Take what does and leave what doesn't. It's that simple. Ingenuity. Ingenuity. Here, Bodie. Have you had enough, Bodie Boo? It's okay. All right, I'm going to read what it says here. Non-violence is the weapon of the strong. That's a quote from Betty Williams. Commit yourself to lofty ideals and rise even higher before you succumb to the familiar, the trusted in the same old patterns. This goes right with what I was saying. Look for a better way. Keep looking, keep tweaking, keep yearning. There is another way, and you can find it. You are forever on the verge of epiphany. Persist. Let me read that again. I can't read so well this morning for some reason. You are forever on the verge of epiphany. Persist. A situation requires a novel solution. Compromised values make invention a necessity. A temptation to take the easier road. Acknowledge a mistake or risk repeating it. A problem solved. And here's the affirmation. I am equipped to tackle any problem with elegance and poise. I use my resources in surprising, efficient, and effective ways. My most trusted tools are resilience, compassion, love, and peace. My values are firm. My vision is true. There is genius in all I do. Right, so finding a better way to handle situations like what I was talking about. I didn't handle it so great. I was protecting my dog in a sense, and that made me mad. So, and that's just an example of where I had resting bitch face hardcore, and then verbal words came out of my mouth. So, not my brightest moment, but we all can do better and take that pause and know that we're equipped to handle and tackle any problem with elegance and poise. We want to be effective and spread. Yeah, even though there's so much, and that's the thing, I fell into that pot of negativity for that quick minute, and I didn't like that. Because there's already so much of that, and I just added to it. Although, we're human, we're going to make mistakes. Our trusted tools are resilience, compassion, love, and peace. And I was just talking about having compassion and love. And I'm pulling from the Peace Oracle. I think these messages are quite what's the word? Well, they came up for a reason. Spot on with what I was talking about in the beginning of this live. Play a little of my singing bowl. I hope you got to hear that okay. In my little bowl, you might have seen I have folded pieces of paper. And I did, I don't know what the technical name is, but on the night of the solstice, I did 13 goals or intentions for the new year. And you cut them up, fold them up, put them in the bowl, mix them all up. And each day you take one out and you burn it, and that goes off out to universe. You don't look at it. You don't know what's going out there. And then the last one, number 13, is the one you look at and read, and that's the one you focus on for the new year and work on. I like that. I thought that was a lot of fun. So I only have a few. Oh, after today, I have 4 right now, and after today I'll have 3. So that's going to be good. Does that fall on the new year? Oh, it falls on the 2nd, I think. Well, anyway, whatever. So that was a nice little ritual to do for myself. I really enjoy rituals. It helps keep me on track, and whatever ritual means to you, I highly suggest doing it daily. Just keeping you focused. If you feel like you're treading water and you're trying to grasp for shores to the left, to the right, in front, to the back, having your own daily little routines or rituals, whatever you want to call them, is really helpful to keep you on track. It is for me. I didn't do one yesterday. Oh wait, no, I take that back. I did an hour meditation sitting up on my couch, and that really made me feel better. I didn't get started for the day until 10 o'clock. And for me, I'm up at 5, ready to go by 5:30. But yesterday, I was so melancholy and sore and tired. I just listened to my body that said, you need to sit on the couch with your dog and be cozied up and just be for a few hours. And I listened to that, and I felt so much better. And I feel a lot better today. So I hope this was helpful for somebody. Our inspired action and ingenuity. Okay. I might do a live on New Year's Eve. I don't know. Me and Bodhi will be dressed up. We do our own little thing. I don't have to be at a party or anything. We make our own party. I wish you all a great day, and be good to yourself. That way we can be good to others. I know it can be hard, but let's try. All right, friends. Bye. Oh. I got a little notice. Okay. Bye. I couldn't hit the finish button.